Hello to all the wonderful people out there watching. My name is Lorianne, and I first want to thank you so much for allowing me and indulging me as I ramble on about things that I experienced in my life and just the journey that I am taking in life. A lot of things from my past that I am exposing, and a lot of things from my present that I am experiencing and walking through. I want to share that journey with others as well. So that's why God has led me to, step out there and share. So I really, whoever is watching, I thank you, I love you, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share and do, what I truly believe God told me to do. So thank you. So today I just want to talk about focusing on our journey. And when I say our journey, I mean like our personal journey, like me focusing on my journey and you focusing on yours. Instead of focusing on other people or comparing yourself to someone else and what they got going on. It is a very common thing and natural thing that we compare ourselves to people who seem further along than us or seem like they are on a path that we'd like to be on and we haven't quite figured out how to crack the code yet, but it seems like they got it together and our focus and attention goes on them. And it's okay and it's healthy to look at someone's journey, look at someone's product, whatever they're doing, and admire it, to use it as inspiration or use it for like some kind of direction, just something to help us, which is healthy. But the common part and the negative part about looking and focusing on someone else's journey, sometimes we take that as a comparison that we're not good enough or something's wrong with us or we need to be like this person or, and it's sometimes that manifests itself in hate, in jealousy and, like just problems that are just unnecessary. And sometimes we're not even aware that we're doing those things or we're planting those seeds, those negative, destructive seeds. We're not even aware that we're doing it. We just kind of naturally go with our feelings, not thinking like, hey, like there's room for everybody to do whatever they're supposed to do in life. Everybody has a path, like your path is laid out. Like, so there's a path waiting for you. You don't have to be worried about this other person's path. But unfortunately, it's very common that we just naturally do it. And I just want to encourage everyone and anyone out there, don't focus on someone else. You have enough things to worry about on your own, in your own life, that's either missing or that you need to fix or that you need to redirect. Like, you have enough going on. Focus on yourself. If there's someone else that your eye is on, use that as drive to fix your stuff. Use that as a guide to on how to fix your stuff, and don't take any negative from it. Show support, show appreciation, show love, because it could just simply be a timing thing. It could be like, hey, it's that person's time. It's that person's time to shine, or it's that person's time to go forth. And it's just not your time yet. But who knows, maybe next year is your time. And wouldn't you want that person to be supporting you? Or wouldn't you want other people to be supporting you? How someone else that you're looking at is getting supported and loved and praised? I mean, we want that. We all want that. We all want positive feedback and positive energy from other people. But are we willing to give it to others? Or are we looking at it as something against us or something that we have to try to dim their light, try to figure out how we can dim their light? Because if somebody's light is on, you can't really dim it. You can't really turn it off till it's time to turn it off. And that's on them and their their journey. That has nothing to do with you. So don't waste your time, your energy trying to achieve something that someone else achieved. Let them do what they got to do. Like, God bless them. I need God to bless me. So focus on your dream. Focus on going through the steps properly, and making sure what you need to do gets done, or what God told you to do, or something that is deep inside you that either you want to do and you haven't really figured out how to step into it, or something that you started already, but you just need to perfect the craft. You need to complete the work and go through the process of the ups and downs and things of that nature. For example, I recently started studying and practicing photography, and it has been a wild ride. And I only say wild because it's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows. But the lows haven't been like crippling lows. They haven't been lows like, oh my God, this is so terrible. They've just been lows of reality. Like, oh wow, like, ooh, I got to practice more, or ooh, that, I'm not where I could be or where I want to be. It's things that drive me to go forward. And unfortunately, I fell into the trap a few times. It happened actually, where I am comparing myself to my mentors or even my peers because their work is better or just different than my work. And a silly thing I was doing, I was comparing myself to one of my peers who has actually been in the game for years. I've only been doing photography seriously for a little over a year. So I was silly comparing myself to someone who has been doing photography for 5-6 years. There's gonna be a very, very different level of like expertise, a different level of knowledge, a different level of techniques. The pace is going to be quicker with someone who is doing anything for 5 years versus someone who's doing something for a little over 1 year. There's going to be a big difference. Unless you're, the wonderful prodigy and you just got it together. But that is not me. But I was comparing myself to their work and even getting down on myself, like, oh my gosh, like I'm not good enough, or I'm not gonna, like, this isn't gonna happen for me, or I'm not gonna get the clients that I want, or I'm just all these negative thoughts. And all of that energy could have been going to me practicing more, getting more gigs, studying more. Like that energy, like mental energy, a lot of people think that just because you're thinking negative thoughts, that is just in your mind. Like that is just like, okay, and then now I got to make dinner. Like you think you can just like jump from a negative thought, a strong negative thought, to just, it's done. But thinking negative things, it plants seeds in your mind. And like it's something in your mind is grabbing onto it. And it's holding it for the next time. So now when you feel another negative thought, especially if it's related to that initial negative thought, now it has a partner. So now the negativity is getting stronger. They're getting stronger and stronger because you're focusing on the negative, and the only thing that cancels out a negative is a positive. And if you're not putting positive energy, positive thoughts into your brain, into your being, if you're not doing that, you're going to cause like a negative override. And all that does is make you, it drains you, it brings your energy down, it stops you from doing the things that you want to do. It stops you from, instead of just sitting on the couch watching TV today, okay, let me go open up a book. Let me go study. Let me go practice. Let me go grab my camera and go to, the beach and, just take some shots of, pictures or whatever, people or the ocean. Just like it stops you from doing the action. Like we have to be mindful of what we're focusing on. Are we focusing on negative things, or are we focusing on positive things? And yes, negative thoughts and thinking negative things is natural because we experience negative things. So we naturally have that feeling, that reaction, but we have to have the discipline and maturity enough to acknowledge that this negative thing is happening within me and cancel it out with something positive. You need to turn the I can't to I can. You need to change the I won't to I will. Then the actions start. Then you start taking the steps. Then you start learning when the jealousy or the comparisons come that bring you down. You learn how to combat it with, okay, I know this person is a little more trained than I am. So, okay, how can I get trained too? Oh, okay, I need to go take this class. Oh, okay, I need to be around these people. Oh, I need to, like, you just start figuring these things out because I allowed my brain to take in positivity and action. Action happened from the positivity. So ramble, sorry. But it's just so important for me to share this because it's something that naturally happens, but we don't always know that it's happening. We have to learn to get out of our feelings. We have to learn to look at someone's journey, appreciate their journey, respect their journey, and clap for them when it's time to clap for them. Help them when it's time to help them, because you're going to be in that situation one day too. You're going to need somebody to clap for you. You're going to need somebody to help you when you're down or help you when you don't know what to do. You're going to need somebody to help you be accountable. You're going to need the things that you see someone else getting. So don't hate on them. Don't spend too much time on them and what they got going on. Figure out your stuff. Figure out your plan. Figure out how you're going to change your negatives to positives. Figure out how you're going to physically step out and get things done. It's up to you to focus on your journey. So do not compare yourself to anybody else. You are unique. You are different. You have your own style. God created us all so differently. We have a lot of the same traits and a lot of the same natural emotions and things of that nature, and a lot of the same reactions to things that happen in our lives. But we're all so unique when it comes to our creativity, when it comes to our imagination. It's different. So tap into that. Focus on finding what your lane is. Focus on finding where you are supposed to land. Don't bring anyone else down. If you're going to involve anyone else, make sure you are bringing them on as help, or that you're helping them. Because when you are contributing, you automatically are setting yourself up to receive something. So always be contributing, always be thinking, how can I help? How can I help? Not necessarily you're doing it to get help back, but it's just it's a natural benefit. It just happens that way. And I am a witness of that. So I'm grateful for the help that I have given, and certainly for the help that I have received. And I just once again want to encourage everyone, do not look at anybody else and what they got going on. Appreciate them, but focus on yourself. It's hard. Whatever you want to do, as far as business, as far as your relationships, as far as any product, as far as anything you're getting involved with, is going to be hard work. Any good thing is not going to just like land in your lap unless, the Lord just decides to bless you with a miracle. Hey, there's nothing we can do about that but receive and celebrate. But for the most part, in general, hard work. So you shouldn't find yourself having too much time. Focus on someone else and what they got going on. Focus on yourself and your goals and your dreams and make it happen. Believe in yourself and know that God has made you special. And whatever you got, whatever gift, whatever talent you have, whatever skill you have acquired, perfect it as much as possible. You can do it. You just have to decide that you're going to focus on it and make it happen. Thank you so much for watching. And I thank you so much for letting me just talk your ears off. I appreciate you so much. And I pray that you were encouraged today. And I hope that you go out there and contribute to the world. Have a good one. Bye-bye.